Testing, testing. Do you hear me? Can you hear me? Action. In today's episode, we will talk about being chronically ill and how it can fuck up your entire life. With your poster child. I'm not a child anymore, I'm 26. I'm 25. Your poster adult. It's me. ASMR. But yes, let's talk about it. I am chronically ill. If you didn't know that already. Hi, I'm Jade. I'm 25. I go by she, they pronouns, and I have CVS/ME. I also have anxiety, depression, and PTSD. So I'm a lovely tornado of emotions. The PTSD comes and goes. It's not as prominent as it once was, which is great. It's only certain things will trigger it these days. For instance, one of the bus routes that we have is closed to when where I usually get it, so the buses are coming down our street. That is very unsettling for my nervous system because it's a same kind of sensation as an earthquake, hence the PTSD. Anxiety I've had since I was 14, and depression around the same. But the chronic fatigue is a thing that rules majority of my life. I'm not working, I'm not studying. I used to be studying. Took a toll. Sorry, it's very windy today, if you heard that. That was the sound of my window kind of crashing against it, or the itself, which is fun. I said I was going to take this really seriously and I wasn't going to make any faces, but I can't do that because this is just how I talk. But it is a very serious illness. It actually has one of the worst, what's the word I'm looking for? Health. It's like body rate. It's like life rate. Hold on. Let me Google it just so you know. Welcome to Kremlin. Quality of life. Thank you. That's the one. It has one of the worst. I've just quality rates. Quality of life rates. Jesus Christ. It has one of the worst. It's up there with cancer, which that is shit. Whenever you see a mic like this, don't you just want to go, oh. So sorry for everyone involved. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. You know, I've actually filmed this video a couple times already and I've never been able to stay on track. That's a bit of the ADHD and my brain going, no, I don't want to talk about this. I live with this. I don't want to talk about it. But we're going to talk about it because I do live with this. Do you see that contrasting emotions? As I was saying, I've been dealing with this for, I want to say, since 2022. It's been prominent in my life, but it can, no one really, like, there's no set in stone way that you can get an invisible illness like ME, but there are ways that you can be more susceptible to it. If you have childhood trauma, if you've been through something, if you've been ill, like if you had COVID, stuff like that, you have a more likely chance of getting it. But again, you can get sick at any point in life. It doesn't attack a small center of people. You can get this illness at any point in your life. It's just that with people that have a prehistory, it's easier to get it, which is what I had. And again, there's no real reason for it, but from the research that I have done and doctors and a lot of research and living with it and all that kind of stuff, basically it is trauma and how I have reacted to it. And by reacting to it, I mean not reacting to it. Wouldn't recommend. I had a lot of childhood trauma, and I pushed that down because I wasn't at an age where I could comprehend it. So shoved that down into Pandora's box until I was a teenager. My first year of high school, the anxiety and PTSD really reared its head, but it wasn't until my second year that everything kind of went. And then that's when I had my old mental breakdown. And by old mental breakdown, I mean the one that like blew everything up. And then into my 20s, I was in my first relationship and I was sexually assaulted. And that's when everything blew up again and I became chronically ill. Isn't that so much fun? It's not. And actually, it wasn't until 3 years ago that I got diagnosed. But I was dealing with it for a really long time. And then I got chronically diagnosed by my doctor at the time. I got diagnosed by her, and then she left, and I was like, great, you were the first real doctor that I was like, you're the best, but you left. She thanks. And since then, I've just been living this life. And again, chronic fatigue, it is chronic fatigue, but that's not the only symptom of ME. If you want, I can read you a list. CFS was what it was called when it was first getting its name, but we do not claim her as the actual name because it's much more complicated than that. ME pronunciation. Just for you guys here. Myalgic encephalomyelitis. Oh, say that 5 times fast. I can't. But here we go.
Myalgic encephalomyelitis.
Fancy, isn't it? I was talking to my doctors about this, like, why can't it be something that's, like, really easy to pronounce, like chronic fatigue? But it's not. It's that. But, like I said, symptoms, and they vary. You can have all of them, you can have some of them, you can have none of them and still be with it. But I'll give you the AI overview. No, I will not do that. Wikipedia. I trust Wikipedia a lot more than that. Don't even get me started. You guys don't know how I feel about. I mean, you guys know how I feel about AI, but everyone else, I hate it. Let's go for Wikipedia, like I said, because it's more trustworthy. Here's a fun fact. Usual onset peaks at 10 to 19 and 30 to 39 years old. Oh my god, risk factors, female sex, family history, viral infections, just being the female sex. That's lovely. Come on, give me the symptoms. ME/SVS. SVS? Yes, SVS causes debilitating fatigue, sleep problems, and post-external malaise, PEM. Overall symptoms getting worse after mild activity. In addition, cognitive issues, orthostatic intolerance, in brackets, dizziness or nausea when upright, or other physical systems may be present. See blah blah blah. Diagnostic criteria. Symptoms significantly reduce the ability to function and typically last for 3 to 6 months before a diagnosis can be confirmed. ME/CVS usually starts after an infection. Onset can be sudden or more gradual over weeks to months. I would say that the most common thing that it's described as is being flu-like. And when you get the flu, it sucks. It sucks. But it's like, I always said bone deep tiredness. Like, when you sleep, you don't get any rest. I feel tired all the time. I can't sleep. I obviously can't say all my symptoms. I can write them down here. Here's my magical list of symptoms that I usually get. But they're all different for people. Everywhere. Dun, 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 dun. Unrefreshing sleep. Ain't that the truth, my guy? Cognitive issues, brain fog, not frog. Memory problems, pain, muscle joint headache, and autonomic dysfunction like dizziness, plus sensitive to light, sound, chemicals, and food. Those last ones, whoo! The light, sound, chemicals, and food one. Amen, brother. Amen. That shit is awful. The main reason I'm talking about this? I don't know. Oh, actually, I do know. I'm writing my book, as you know. As you guys are well known. Since I don't trust the internet currently because of AI, I've been writing all my collections on paper. And bro, as someone that is chronically ill, that shit is hard. I fucked up my hand today. A little bit of carpal tunnel. And as someone that already is in pain 100% of the time, that is not fun. But I did it, so it's fine. But it's not fine, but it's fine. I think the purpose of this video is just to put a face to the diagnosis. This is me. Invisible illnesses, chronic illnesses, being disabled isn't a one sock fits all. We are all different. This is me. I'm a very pale woman with lots of tattoos. I have a couple piercings. I have pink hair. I am not I don't know what you think of when you think of a disabled person, but we are 100 different people. Wow, this camera quality is so good. You can see every hair on my face. That is disturbing. Oh my god, a pimple. Another one. That's fun. And the dissociating is hitting. That's how you know that my brain has decided it's enough for the day. Maybe making this video is not a good idea if this is the reaction I get every single time. Yeah. Whoa. Uh-huh. My stomach is hurting. I don't know what I ate to cause such a violent attack on my stomach. Everything hurts. Everything is a thumb. Everything is going about empty. Everything is a thumb. And I'm back. Because of the pain in my belly. I think we should cut it. We can call it. We can call it. It's editing me. Hello. I realized I didn't end the video after my dissociation, but I just want to tell you guys I'm okay. The point of that video was to show you what it was like as me in a very loose term. I'm so annoyed by the glare on that. Let's take those off. And how disability has so many different shades of being a person. It's not just stuck into one mold. This is this is the face behind my disability. Shortness of breath is still going. That's one symptom I really hate, is being so short of breath all the time. Yeah, I'm totally okay. Just had one of those moments. I've always wanted to make this video, but my brain has always just logged out like it did at the end there. But I think it's important for people to know that there isn't a face to a disability. There isn't a... Do you guys know what I mean? There isn't one form. There's nothing like that. Like for me, having an invisible illness, you can't tell that I'm sick unless you know, or unless you're around me a lot of the time, because I do a good job of masking it when I'm around people that don't understand. But yes, this is me. I'm totally okay. Yeah, just wanted to end this on a good note instead of that. But it was a very short overview of my experience with it. Everyone has a different experience. Like I said, the next video will probably be about mental health. I love you all. Have a good day. Bye-bye.